We open with the McAllisters packing for the holidays and being the most toxic family in the Chicago suburbs. Kevin competes with the rest of the family on who can be the most toxic, then gets sent to the attic by Mom, while Dad chucks his travel documentation in the trash. Crikey, this household is in dire need of some joint family therapy. No time for that, however, as the entire extended family leave Kevin behind on the way to Paris due to some technical difficulties and incompetent counting skills. Kevin is quick to get over being the title of the movie and celebrates his newly acquired freedom by throwing a solo house party and acting like a rebellious teenager. It's cut short, however, when two bumbling bandits decide that there's no better crime than robbing a moderately fancy Chicago suburb during Christmas. Thankfully, Kevin manages to outmaneuver them using the power of electricity. Meanwhile, Mum and the remaining McAllisters jet off to the airport's phone booth and dial the Chicago PD with moderate to low levels of success. She also gives the airport attendant a spray for not having any available return flights over Christmas and tells the rest of the family to bugger off while she camps out at the airport. Wow, that's commitment right there. Next up, we see how the years of living with a toxic family have psychologically scarred Kevin as he talks to himself in the bathroom and demolishes the room of his abusive brother. He then goes out shopping, which ends with theft, skating without skates, and attempted child murder. Jeez, I thought this was supposed to be a kids' movie. Moving along, the remaining McAllisters enjoy their holiday by watching incomprehensible French movies while Kate swindles an elderly couple for a one-way ticket back to the States. Unfortunately, she gets held up at the connecting airport. Shit. No worries though, as she gets to hitchhike with one of the nicest budget boy bands in the Midwest. Good on her. Kevin realizes that his house is about to be robbed by some bandits with questionable levels of intelligence and comes up with a lethal multi-layered plan of action after having a spiritual therapy session with one of the neighbors. Mission Bandit Misery commences with nutshots, broken backs, blunt force trauma, pyromania, more broken backs, and a whole lot more saw-like torture contraptions that would have killed any non-child movie villain. Damn, this movie is far more violent than I remember it being. Kevin's funhouse of terror is put to an end as Harry and Marv catch up to him, but no worries as old mate Molly arrives in clutch and gives the duo a final blunt force trauma to the head. Yes! The movie ends with a semi-alive Harry and Marv being hauled away by the local authorities and Kevin getting a heartwarming hug from Mom that almost makes everybody forget how much of a toxic family they were. Shut up, I'm not crying, you are.